state of Louisiana. It is January 27th. I just got back a 21, well, it's confusing and I don't want to mislead. I've got 21 cards that I'm going to reveal in a PSA reveal video in a few minutes. I think maybe 4 of the cards came back in one particular order, and then I think maybe the other 17, 18 came back in the next order. But the bulk of the cards, I think they were all $19 submission value. I'm not quite 100% certain. I have to go back and check my sheet, but these are all value, bulk value pricing, whatever you want to call it. So it was about 19 bucks. And it's I've got 21 cards to reveal. I sent the main order on November 16th, and it came back on January 26th. So that should give you guys some idea what PSA's turnaround time is right now. It was about an 11-week turnaround time. So that's about 3 months. That's not bad. Less than 3 months. I'm pleased with it. I'm going to show you the 21 cards that I got back, and then stay tuned at the end because you're going to want to see this. This is one of those PSA reveals where I take the extra step. I'll show you a list of the cards and the grade. I'll show you the pop of each card in that grade. I'll show you what I paid for each one of these cards raw, which I pulled off my spreadsheet where I keep track of every card that I buy and every card that I sell. And then I'm going to show you what, I'll add up the PSA fees and what I paid PSA to grade the cards. I'll show you my total dollars invested, including the grading and the purchase of the card. And then I'll give you what I think is, using card ladder sales history, what I think is the approximate conservative value of the card right now on the open market. Then I'll give you my net profit on each card. Then we'll add it up and we'll see how I did on these 21 cards, whether I made money, lost money. Again, you're going to see in the video, some of these cards are PC, so I don't care if I made money or lost money because they're going into my PWCC vault to sit there because I collect that particular player. But the vast majority of these cards were for the purpose of reselling. But some of the cards, as you're about to see, I bought way back in 2018. So these have been a 5-year hold that I just now got around to grading because it made sense financially. And I think you'll agree with me after we look at the spreadsheet that I show you at the end. So watch this video showing you the 21 cards and the grades that I got. And then stay tuned to the end and we'll look at the spreadsheet in a little bit more detail.
Hey guys, I think this is one of the PSA where I'm going to do an intro and maybe an outro. So here we go. Let's get looking at these cards. This is a PSA order, which I probably described how much, who, what, when, where, how much I paid, when I sent it, when I got it back, and all that stuff in the intro. But let's start with some Anfernee Simons. So number one, we'll start with the bad. I had a bunch of these sensational signature autograph left over. Anybody who's kind of followed my channel or knows my story, I bought probably 2,500 Anfernee Simons rookie cards. Yes, 2,500. I had a couple hundred rookie signatures and sensational signatures. And these were the sensational signatures. I graded all the rookie signatures initially. And this is just some of the sensational signatures that I did not grade at the time that I got them graded initially. All the colors, the silvers, the mojos, the green, all that different stuff. When I got all that stuff graded, it was before Anfernee Simons popped, and so I wasn't sure if it was worth grading these. But obviously now, when you look at Card Ladder, it makes sense. And I'll give you guys some idea. I'm gonna actually do an Anfernee Simons and investors story where I basically describe my whole Anfernee Simons investment philosophy, theory, what I did, what I bought, what I paid, when I bought it, what I sold it for, what it graded, all that different stuff. I'm going to do a real big Anfernee Simons video, just as kind of a cool prospector's investment story, and let you guys look at some of the numbers and look at some of the prices I paid and what I sold for it and stuff like that. But card number one, Anfernee Simons PSA 8. Sorry, talk too long about that one. That video is coming soon. Is Sensational Signatures 9. Sensational Signatures 9. Again, obviously, there's never any rhyme or reason with PSA between 9s and 10s. 9, signatures 9, signatures 9. Here we go with the good ones. Signatures 10, sensational signatures 10. And I need to look at Card Ladder. I haven't even looked. I know it made sense to grade these. Based on my price point, it definitely made sense to grade them because I was probably paying $5 or $6 per autograph back in 2018 when they came out. Nobody knew who he was. He was at IMG and completely off the radar and completely in prison. Basically, Portland prison is what I called it, because he was behind two great consummate professionals who were, obviously Lillard's a Hall of Famer, but even CJ McCollum was an all-star level player. And so he just couldn't get off the bench. Nobody knew who Simons was. And so I was picking these up for pretty dang cheap. And then the big one that I actually cracked and regraded. This was an 8. This is the Mojo Sensational Signatures. I also had the Rookie Signatures Mojo as well. I think I've since sold that one, but this one's for sale as well. It's a PSA 9. At one point it was an 8, but it came back a 9 this time, so I was pretty happy with that, to be honest with you. Serial numbered 11 out of only 25. Just a really good, just a good looking card. The Mojos are just, really good looking. So that was about the biggest Anfernee Simons in this order. So we'll put that one in a separate stack up there. And then this is a little obscure and a little out of the way. I just happened to be scrolling on eBay looking for some Jordan 1998 Metal Universe stuff and ran across this Sharif Abdul-Rahim Planet Metal. It was raw. It was crazy cheap. I don't know if I'll try to go find the price I paid for this and let you guys know. It's not like I'm gonna, get rich or retire. I don't like the fact that it's not, there it is. But anyway, picked it up raw for pennies, graded it PSA 9. There's just not that many of these out there. It's a really popular insert set from 98 Metal Universe. This is the Planet Metal die cut. And Sharif was a good player, not a great player, but a pretty good player for his brief tenure as an alpha franchise dude for the Grizzlies. And then they were the Vancouver Grizzlies. But anyway, just thought I'd make a little play on this and see what I can do. I'll probably list it on eBay, buy it now. I'll leave this one on my own page rather than sending it to Probstein. See what I can do there. And now we're going to finish with some Damian Lillard flair. So 4 really cool Damian Lillard cards. First is this 2021 Prism Fearless. This is the gold parallel, so serial number to 10. Love this version of Fearless from 2021 Prism. Was really hoping for a 10. It's serial numbered 7 out of 10. Just a good looking card. But PSA 9 on that one, so a little bit disappointed on that one. Happy about this one though. The 2013 Lillard's second year purple die cut. Got a PSA 10, which is tough to do on these die cuts, and the surface is an issue. Serial numbered, I don't know, it's hard to see it, but serial numbered right there on his jersey where it says Portland. This one is serial numbered 11 out of 49. And again, one of the few players where you can't get his jersey number, so it's a 0. So you don't see any 0 numerators when you're looking at serial numbered cards. But happy to get this one. Not an expensive card, not a crazy valuable card, but always nice to have it in a PSA 10. I think I actually might already have a PSA 10, so that might be a duplicate. If it is, I'll probably shop it to some of the fellow Damian Lillard collectors that are out there that have grown to become really good friends of mine. And then this is the 2021 Optic My House Gold. Again, bummer. It got a PSA 9. Serial number to 10 again, of course. This is serial numbered 6 out of 10. Just a bummer that it got a 9. I like to collect 10s, especially with the ultra modern shiny stuff. But gold is gold, so I'll keep that in my collection. Lillard's been on a tear lately. And then this one I'm super bummed out, but I have the blue 2013 autograph. I have the red 2013 autograph. I needed to add the silver 2013 autograph, and that's what this is. This one actually, I can't remember. I think I bought it as an SGC 9 and then sent it to PSA and just hoped for the best. And it came back a PSA 9 with a 10 for the auto. But just like super vibrant, shiny, it just pops. Like the same thing with the blue and the red. 2013 Prism, as I've said a million times, is my favorite year of Prism. And these silver autographs are actually numbered, and it's 25 out of 25. So, which is about what he was from the field the other day when he scored 60. I'm just kidding. But PSA 9, Auto 10. So that is it. That does it. Just a bunch of sensational signatures. Anfernee Simons autographs that I had sat on for too long. 4 Lillards that I'll add to the PC. And again, that purple die cut will be for sale if I have a duplicate. I think I do. And then this Mojo Simons, I'm okay with the PSA 9 coming back. That'll be for sale as well. And then this will be for sale on my eBay page. Or if anybody sees this video and is interested, who's cassette collecting or whatever, this Sharif will be for sale too for a reasonable price as well. Anyway, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching.
Okay, hopefully you guys enjoyed that PSA grade reveal video. I always wonder if I need to get a better like bird's eye view camera situation. I need to go pay some money and put something real nice together because I'd love doing these videos. And based on the number of views that I get from you guys, apparently you guys like watching PSA grade reveal videos. It's real simple. I just show you what I got and it is what it is. but I do need to get a better camera setup and whatnot. But let's get you over here. I'm going to share my screen here. And this is the spreadsheet that I've created. You guys have seen this before. Again, it was about an 11-week turnaround, about $19 a card. As you can see over here in this column, I've got PSA fee of $22 because it's not free to get the cards there. You got to pay for shipping, you got to pay for insurance. So I estimated about $3 a card on top of that. I guess that's about right. Maybe it's 21, maybe it's 23. I don't know, but I put $22 because that is approximately my total price to grade with PSA to ship the cards there and insure them, which is not optional, it's required. Here's the cards over here. I've got the PSA grade that I received on those cards, and then I've got the pop of each one of those cards. So we'll just go at the top, and then we're going to kind of talk through what total I have into each card, then what I think it's worth, the net fair market value. Again, in net fair market value here in this column that you can see, I went ahead and multiplied the fair market value by 15, 85% basically. I did 0.85 times because I assumed it would cost me about 15% to sell the card, whether it's through Probstein or whether I list it on my own eBay account or whatever. I'm just going to put on there 15%. And so again, this is not a perfect science, but I did want to be transparent that it ain't free to sell cards. Now I could go sell all these on Instagram and Facebook, but I won't get as many eyeballs. And so I've got the open market price, 85% of that, which is going to incorporate my cost for, whatever, bubble mailers, top loaders, shipping, paying Probstein if I decide to sell it that way, PWCC if I sell it that way, or just my own eBay fees if I sell it on my own eBay page. And so, again, it's not an exact science, so bear with me. I tried to be a relatively conservative on these estimates of what the cards are worth. As you saw in the video, I did get one doozy. It was a PSA 8 Anfernee Simons Sensational Signatures. It's actually the only one in the world, so I could be that dork ball who goes on eBay and says, pop one, a PSA 8 Anfernee Simons. The raws were worth about $27, and so I figured this one's probably worth about $25 because nobody wants a PSA 8. When you buy a raw card on eBay, generally speaking, you're expecting a PSA 9, would be thrilled with the PSA 10, and are very sorely disappointed with the PSA 8. Now, luckily, I sent 15 of these Anfernee Simons Sensational Signatures, rookie autographs, and I only got one PSA 8 back, so that's a win, I guess, in one book. But this is the only card where it's an actual loss, right? Net market, from a net profit perspective. So it looks like I would have dropped about $6 on that. The PSA 9s are worth about $70, something like that. I figured I'd net about 55, 59, 60, something like that. 59.50 is the estimate that I used for the PSA 9s that came back, and I came back with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. And so those would work to about a $32 net profit. Approximately, so not horrible, and that's kind of what I looked at to determine whether it was worth sending these Sensational Signatures raws that I had into grade. As I told you on the video, I'm not exaggerating, thousands of Anfernee Simons Prism rookie cards, and many of them were rookie signature autographs or sensational signature autographs. And so I sent in the rookie signatures way back when. I held off on the sensational because those are usually a little bit less valuable than the true rookie autos. Sensational signatures is almost like an insert auto. It's not quite to the same value usually, generally speaking. And so I held off on sending all these. And so I just sent these back 11 weeks ago, as we discussed. And so that's why you're seeing so many of them sent at the same time. I did not buy these recently. As you can see, I put $5.50 on here as my entry price for each one of these. I was paying anywhere from $4, yes, $4 for an Anfernee Simons rookie auto in 2018, shortly after release, up to $7. And so I put my average as about $5.50. That was about my average. And again, some of them I sold raw because I didn't think they looked good, so I didn't want to grade them. So I've sold off some raw. I think I probably had, 75, maybe 60 or 70 of these sensational signatures. I just chose the best ones that I thought looked good from a centering standpoint, surface, auto, clean, all that stuff. And these are the 15 that I decided to send in. So 1 8, 5 9s, and then 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Yeah, I thought that was right. 9 10s. And so on the 10s I did really well. Those is about $112 profit margin, and so that's kind of going to be the bulk of the profit margin on this order, as you can see. And that's with me assuming that those PSA 10s are worth about $165, which would net me about $140. Again, it's not an exact science. Don't shoot the messenger if I'm making $110 or $180. I don't know. I don't really care. It was just made sense to grade them at this time based on my price point, which is about $5 per autograph rookie card, which is not bad. Again, timing is everything. Wouldn't it be nice to have a time machine? I would have bought a lot more and a lot bigger Anfernee Simons cards in 2018 had we known what was going to happen. And again, think how good it could have been if I'd have timed the market better and sold at peak, because I can assure you on Card Ladder, some of these Anfernee Simons Sensational Signatures PSA 10s probably went for well over 200, maybe 250. That's how nuts his market was at one point when the rest of the market was nuts as well. I did send the one high-end Anfernee Simons. This was a crack and resub. I think I got a PSA 8 initially when I subbed it to PSA. I didn't like it. And so for a card of this magnitude, it was worth it to pay another $22. And so I cracked it out, resubmitted it. And this time around, that Mojo serial number to 25 that you're looking at, like right here on this row, came back as a PSA. I've got a 10, but it wasn't. It was a 9. Let me change that. Sorry, that was not a 10. Came back a 9, which is pop 7. There were none higher. So, and by the way, I should have mentioned the Anfernee Simons Sensational Signatures in PSA 10s a pop 35, and I got 9 of them. So it's about a fourth of the world supply. Again, there's more out there, I know, and I'm sure they're coming. But the Mojo is a pop 7, but there are no PSA 10s, and so that's pretty cool. I paid $64 for that Mojo way back in 2018. Remember, those are serial number to 25. Clean looking card. I've got the regular autograph Mojo as well. 22 is my cost with PSA. 86 is my total investment, price of the card, plus the PSA grading fee, plus insurance, plus shipping. 384 is about, I'm guessing, what the card's worth. And PSA 9 sold for that a couple months ago, so I just used 384. So the net profit on that's about $240 after eBay fees and PSA fees and the cost of the card itself. Next on the list is a not so sexy but an interesting little card. I picked this up at the Dallas Card Show. I'd never been to the Dallas Card Show. Went down there 3 or 4 months ago. I can't remember. I just happened to see this in a binder. It was an Anfernee. It was a Sharif Abdul-Rahim 1998 Planet Metal die cut from the Metal Universe product. It looked clean to me, and the guy wanted $10 for the card, and I was like, $10, done deal. You know, there's got to be a set collector out there that's trying to put this Planet Metal set together. And when I looked at it, I was like, you know, it's probably going to get an 8, but there's a chance it could get a 9. There's no chance PSA is going to give me a 10 on a 90s insert card, because they just shut that down pretty much. And so it came back a 9, which is a pop 2. There's only one higher. Not many are graded, so this is the type of card that I can post on my eBay page. Probably ask a little bit more than what it's really worth, because a desperate set collector, hand raised, I'm one of them 95% of the time, may overpay for this card just to put it together. Again, there's not that many out there. There's only 110, and there's only 2 of these PSA 9s. And so I've got in here a value of $50. I think I could probably get more from a desperate set collector. Again, it's one of those cards. I'll probably post it for $75 or best offer. Just sit it there and see what happens. Maybe there's a Sharif collector out there, because he was a good player for the Vancouver Grizzlies. And then the last 4 Damian Lillard cards, all rare, all going into my PC, not looking to resell. Really was hoping for 10s on these. I got 1 10 and then 3 9s. The card that I got a 10 on is a nice card. It's a 2013, and I think I mentioned in the video I thought I had one already. I had the Dominance insert purple die cut in my PWCC vault. And the reason I don't have another copy of this one is because it's a pop 1. I didn't know that. So I looked at the PSA pop report. All 4 of these Lillard cards are pop 1. So they are 1 and only. And the purple is pop 1, obviously none higher because it's a PSA 10. I paid $50 for that at the same Dallas Card Show from the same dealer, I recall. I bought the Lillard. I got him down from about $75 to $50, and I was like, well, at that price point, it makes sense to take a shot. Even if it's a 9, I'm going to get my money back, and I didn't have the card. And so it was good to put it in my collection. It's just a great bonus that it comes back a 10. It's actually a $140 profit approximately. I'm estimating it's worth about $250. I know if I saw one PSA 10 for $300, I'd buy it, because I'm trying to collect that 2013 Prism Rainbow. A lot of people don't like the purple, but it's only serial number to 49, so pretty cool. I love that 2013 Silver Prism. I mean Prism product. I keep saying that. I know y'all hear that over and over. Another 2013 Prism Silver, and this one's a little trickier. This is the silver auto. These are serial number to 25 that year, believe it or not. I already have the blue and the red auto from that year, which are numbered to 5. The silver is numbered to 25. It's a PSA 9. It came back a PSA 9. I was really hoping for a 10. It would be so badass. But it came back a 9 with a 10 for the auto, I think. or maybe I didn't get the auto graded. I can't remember. I watched the video. You guys remember? I've got the card over there off screen. Came back a pop 1. $1,000. Oh, you know what? This was the card that was sent in that different. This card was sent with the Anfernee Simons because the autographs were separate, and so that means that all of my numbers up here are wrong. Or are they? Did I send those Simons in the autograph? I can't remember. No, I did get the silver graded. I'm sitting here. I could just watch the video, but I think I did get the autograph graded on this silver Lillard, and so that came back from a different submission because it was an autograph card. So I got the auto graded. So this actually shouldn't be $22. This should probably be $36, I think is what I paid for that one at the time, which is going to change my numbers, but I think that's a $36 fee for that one. But it came back a 9. It's a pop 1. I can't tell how many are higher. Something's wrong with the PSA pop report. When I plug in the card's cert number, it gives me, it says pop 1, none higher, but when I look at the actual pop report with all the different 2013 Prism autographs for Lillard, it shows there are other ones on there. And so I'm confused about what the actual pop report should say. Maybe I'm missing something here. Maybe they're drawing a distinction between PSA 9s and then PSA 9s with a 10 auto. Maybe that's the disparity. I'm not sure. I need to look at it a little bit closer. I guess the card's worth about $1,750. It might not be worth that much. It might be more like a $1,200 card, but it's a rare card nonetheless, and it's for any Lillard collector, it's a nice pickup from the second year Prism Silver autograph. And then the last two are the 2 gold serial number to 10s, 21 Optic My House gold serial number to 10, and the 21 Fearless Prism autograph. Prism Gold serial number to 10. Both came back 9s. Both are pop 1. Both are none higher. I paid $256 and $212, which felt a little high at the time, but I was on this Lillard gold kick where I was like, I'm going to get a million of these things. And so I overpaid. I think they were both relatively shortly after release. Remember, 2021 cards came out really late. So I think I bought those shortly after release. And you know, I'm estimating in a PSA 9 slab, they're both worth about $350. Maybe that's high. I don't know. Maybe it's more like $200. I don't know. But again, not much profit there. But again, I don't really care. So I'm putting those in my PWCC vault because I collect the Lillard gold stuff. You know, gold shiny Lillard serial number to 10 stuff and PSA slabs. That's what I collect. So not for resale anyway. 2108 looks like about, again, not perfect, but about what I netted. It could be $1,500. It could be $2,500. I have no idea. It depends on how hard I want to work at this to sell these things for max value. And again, of course, it depends. The market may be different 60 days from now. I don't know if we're going up or going down, or maybe we're just going to dwell at the bottom for quite some time. But that's it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. A little Simons, a little Lillard, and then one Shareef Abdur-Rahim, the imposter sneaking in there. I like that move on the Rahim. I think there's a play out there to pick up really good but not Kobe, Jordan, Shaq type players. You know, maybe the Tim Duncans, the David Robinsons, the Karl Malones, the Iversons, the Vince Carters, guys like that from 90s insert sets, the really tough pack odds. If you can find them in decent condition and just put them in a PSA slab, sometimes you'll get lucky and get a 9 like this, which does add a premium. I think an 8, you're probably going to break even, but I think a 9, you could actually make some money. And if you get a 10, it's a massive home run for those set collectors that are out there. There's set collectors out there that buy cards like this. And so that's kind of the reason behind that Shareef Abdur-Rahim. If I had a little more time, I'd like to do this on a grand scale and pick up the Planet Metals, the Hot Shots, you know, the Star Power Plus, the Star Power Supremes, you know, cut aboves and cards like that of some of these non-Jordans, non-Kobes, non-Shaqs, non-those guys, just the good but not great guys. Some of these guys are Hall of Famers, and grade them and just see if there's a profit there to be made. I don't know. But anyway, these Anfernee Simons sales were a blast from the past, and it was funny to go back through my spreadsheet and see how cheap cards were in 2018. I know we think 2018 is the year where they really exploded, but early 2018, even back when Prism actually came out on time, that fall, that December is when that 2018 Prism product came out, and I busted cases that were like $2,200 for the whole case, and then I just bought the hell out of Anfernee Simons, and it's just fun to go back and look at the prices that I was paying for those cards. It's hilarious. And turned out to be a great investment. And like I said in the video, the body of the video, I'm going to do a video soon on my my Anfernee Simons journey start to finish. I'll share some numbers from the spreadsheet. I'll just cut and paste it into a shareable Google sheet that I can show you, like the one that you just saw on your screen. I'll show you what I bought, when I bought it, how much I bought. I'll show you what I graded, what I didn't, how much I've sold stuff, or I'll pull my sales sheet. Every card I sell, I keep it in an Excel spreadsheet for tax purposes so we can see what I bought, what I sold. And that's going to take some time and some energy and some effort. But I think y'all would probably be interested in seeing something like that if you're a numbers nerd and an investment into cards nerd like I am. Anyway, click the like button if you like videos like this. Let me know if showing you this spreadsheet at the end of it adds any value to the video. I kind of like stuff like this, but some people may not give a damn. They may want to just see the cards. And if that's the case, just turn off the video after you see the cards. But let me know if this spreadsheet, because it does take some time, let me know if that adds value to these videos, because I want to make sure I'm giving the people what they want and making this both educational and entertainment. So hit the like button if you like the video. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. I got a lot more PSA grade reveal videos to come. I got another shipment that's on its way that should get here actually to my house in the next day or two. I've already gotten the grades. And then I've got some soccer PSA grade reveal videos as well. So make sure you check on those. I've got a separate playlist for soccer stuff on my channel because I don't want to mix basketball and soccer, because I know usually collectors don't collect both of those. I'm the exception, and most people are either or. And so I've clearly marked all my soccer thumbnails and created a 100% soccer playlist. So if you're a soccer card collector and you just want to see soccer content, I've got a separate playlist for you, just like I got a bunch of other separate playlists within my basketball playlist as well. So thank you guys for watching. As always, keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby, and peace.